Hello friends, in this video we will be studying about Bellman-Ford's algorithm, which can be again solved using the dynamic programming. What does this Bellman-Ford algorithm do is, it is just like the Dijkstra's algorithm. What is that Dijkstra's algorithm? It finds the single source shortest path. Single source shortest path means it is considering one of the vertex and its length to all the different vertices. That is done by Dijkstra's algorithm. Bellman-Ford's algorithm also does the same thing, but what is the difference between these two is, Dijkstra's algorithm does not work on negative edges. If the cost of the edge is negative, Dijkstra's algorithm may or may not give the correct result, but Bellman-Ford always gives the correct results for the negative edges also. So to overcome the difficulties of the Dijkstra's algorithm, we are going for the Bellman-Ford's algorithm using the dynamic programming. So what we are going to do here is, we are going to relax each of the edges n minus 1 time. What is n here? N is the total number of vertices. And what is relaxation? Relaxation means we are finding the weight of that vertex, or we are finding the cost of that vertex. So that is called as relaxation. So what formula we are going to use here is, so the cost of the vertex plus the weight of that edge is less than the cost of the next vertex. That will be considered. What we have to do here? Cost distance of this vertex plus cost of this edge. Suppose I am considering 1 to 2. So if I am considering 1 to 2 here, cost of this vertex number 1 plus cost of this edge 6 and cost of this vertex 2. So we are comparing. What is that formula? If I consider this as u and this as v here in this, so if d of u plus c of u comma v, d of u means distance of u plus c of u comma v, distance of u plus the edge cost is less than the cost of the destination vertex, that is v vertex. So if it is like that, if this condition is true, so if this condition is true, then what we are going to do is, we are going to change the cost of this vertex. So if this plus this is less than this, then we are going to change the vertex distance to the sum of these two. See here, if d of u plus c of u comma v is less than d of v, then d of v is equal to this plus this. So this is done in the Bellman-Ford's algorithm. Let us see this example which we have solved. So we are, how many times the relaxations has to be done here? So the relaxations will be done n minus 1 number of times. If there are, in our example here in this graph, there are 7 vertices. So relaxations will be done n minus 1, maximum 6 number of time the relaxations will be done here. So let us solve this one. So to solve that one, to same graph which we have taken here, so the whatever I have explained here, same graph we are taking here, and first you write down the edges. The edges can be written in any order. So you can take from 5 to 7, 6 to 4, 3 to 2, like this, we can take any order of the graph here. So here I have started from 1 to 2, 2 to 5, and 5 to 7, 6 to 7, 4 to 6, then 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 4 to 3, and 3 to 2. In this order I have taken. You can take any order. So order does not matter of the edges what we are writing. After doing this, what we are going to do, start applying that relaxation formula which we have seen before, that is d of u plus cost of u comma v. If it is less than d of v, then d of v is equal to d of u plus c of u comma v. This formula we have to start. So before starting that, what we have to do, see now we don't have the, see in this example we are having only the cost of the edges given in the question. So but what we have to do is we have to write the costs of each of the vertices. How to write the cost of each vertices is first choose the source vertex. So I'll choose here source vertex as 1. You can choose any vertex as the source vertex, it does not matter. So here we will choose the source vertex as 1. Write the distance of source vertex as 0 and other all is infinity. See here, first I have written infinity. So write the distance of the source vertex as 0 and other vertices as infinity. Okay, so I have put a cross mark here. Why we have put, we will see in the next steps here. So this first step is over, where we have given the 0 as the distance of the source vertex and infinity as the distance of the other all vertices. So next what we are going to do is start relaxing. So let us take the edges one by one. 1 to 2. So 1 to 2. So what we have to do here, cost of v, that is d of u plus c of u comma v. So 0 plus 6. Initially this was infinity, is it not? So initially this was infinity here. So 0 plus 6. Is it less than infinity? Yes, it is less than infinity. So what we are going to do? We are going to change the cost from infinity to whatever 0 plus 6, 6. So I have written here 6 now. So first one over, next 2 to 5. 2 to 5. So what is the current cost here? 6. 6 minus 1 is 4. 4 less than, first here we are having infinity all. Okay. Let us solve this one more with the pencil here. Okay. Next. Better we solve in this one only here. Okay. So this is 0. So 0 plus 6 less than infinity, yes. So I have made it as 6 here. Next 2 to 5. So 2 to 5. So what is the cost of 2? 6. Cost of this edge minus 1. 6 minus 1, 4. 4 less than the cost of this edge, infinity. 4 is less than this one. Cancel this and 4 will become the distance. Next 5 to 7. 5 to 7. 4 plus 3. 7 less than infinity. Yes. So this will become 7 here. Next we are having 6 to 7. 6 to 7. 7 plus 3, 10. 10 is less than infinity. Yes. So this has become 10 now. Next 4 to 6. 4 to 6 here. Infinity minus infinity is infinity. Infinity is less than 10. No. So keep it as it is. So for the first time we have done only that much from 4 to 6 here. So let us see here in the 4 to 6 one. So what we have done here, infinity minus 1 is infinity. Infinity less than infinity? No. So as it is we have kept here. So this will remain as infinity only. So next from after 4 to 6, 1 to 4. So 1 to 4 here. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 less than infinity? Yes. So this will become here 5. After 1 to 4 we are having 1 to 3. 1 to 3. 0 plus 5 less than infinity? Yes. So this will become 5. So why I am writing like this? See here, if this condition is true, we have to write d of v is equal to d of u plus c of u comma v. So I have written like this. After 1 to 3, 3 to 5. So 3 to 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 is less than 4. No. So keep it as it is. Next 4 to 3. So we are having 4 to 3 here. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 is less than this 5. Yes. So cost of this will become 3 here. So cost of this vertex was 5. 5 minus 3 is, 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 is less than this 5. Yes. So this has become 3. Next 3 to 2. 3 to 2. So this is 3 minus 2 is how much? 1. 1 is less than 6. Yes. So this will become 1. So we have completed 3 to 2 is the last edge. First round of relaxation is over. So I have written here all whatever I have compared, that I have written in the first round of relaxation. Next we have to relax n minus 1 number of times. So now only one relaxation is done here. Let us go for the second relaxation. Again start from the edges which we are having. What edges? 1 to 2. So 1 to 2. So 0 plus 6, 6. 6 is less than, what is the cost of this one? It is 1. 6 is less than 1? No, keep it as it is. Next 2 to 5. 2 to 5. So what is this one? Cost of this one is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 is less than, cost of 5 is 4. 0 is less than 4? Yes. So this will become 0. 5 to 7. 5 to 7. 0 plus 3, 3. 3 is less than this 7? Yes. So this will become 3 now here. 6 to 7. So 6 to 7. 10 plus 3, 13. 13 is less than 3? No. Keep it as it is. Which is minimum? That we are going to check. 4 to 6. 4 to 6. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 is less than 10? Yes. So remove this. 4 will become the current cost. So 1 to 4. So now 1 to 4. So 0 plus 5 is 5. Here also 5. Keep it as it is. 1 to 3. So 1 to 3. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 less than 3? No. Keep it as it is. 3 to 5. 3 plus 1, 4. Less than 0? No. Keep it as it is. 4 to 3. 4 to 3 here. 5 minus 2, 3. Here also 3. Keep it as it is. 3 to 2. 3 to 2 here. 3 minus 2 is 1. Here also 1. So no change required. So this has finished the second round of relaxation. So I have written the second round of relaxation here. So now next we will be seeing the third round of relaxation now here. So how many n minus 1? There are 7. So 7 minus 1, 6 relaxations we have to see here. So again let us start from 0. So 0 plus 6. 6 is less than 1? No. So keep it as it is. So next we are having, what is the next 2 to 5 is the next edge. So what is the cost of 2? 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Keep it as it is. 5 to 7. 5 to 7. So 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 and 3. Keep it as it is. 6 to 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is less than 3. No. Keep it as it is. 4 to 6. 5 minus 1 is 4. Yes, this also is 4. Keep it as it is. 1 to 4. 1 to 4. So 0 plus 5 is 5. Yes, keep it as it is. Next we are having 1 to 3. So 1 to 3. 0 plus 5 is 5. But here 3 we are having. Keep it as it is. 3 plus 5. So 3 plus 1 is 4. But here 0. Keep it as it is. Next 4 to 3. 4 to 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. Keep it as it is. 3 to 2. So 3 to 2 here. 3 minus 2 is 1. Keep it as it is. So all the edges are over now. We have found the relaxation for the fourth time. So in this relaxation we have seen that none of the values are changing. Is it not? So we have not changed any one of the distance in this relaxation. So it means that this is fixed now. So it will not again reduce. The distance will not again reduce if we still go on relaxing for the fifth and the sixth time also. So this is the fixed. Now we have found out the distance. So distance of 1 here we have got as 0 here. So now what we are going to see? Distance of 1 we have got 0. Distance of 2 we have got 1. Distance of 3 we have got. Distance of 4 we have got 5. Distance of 5 is 0. Distance of 6 is 4. Distance of 7 is 3. So all these we have got from vertex number 1. So this is called as the Bellman-Ford's algorithm. So what is the disadvantage of this, what is the time complexity of this Bellman-Ford's algorithm? So now we are relaxing, how many edges? We are relaxing totally E. E is the total set of vertices we are going to relax. how many times we are relaxing? So we will be relaxing for n minus 1 time. What is n? N is the total number of vertices. So that is, we have written here v. N means total number of vertices minus 1. So it is, we have to do it again and again till all the vertices give the constant distance. It should not change during the relaxations. So till that time we are going to do this. So at that time what will happen here? So that is, we go worst case we are going to consider. So worst case, edges into relaxation. Edges is E, relaxation is v minus 1. So if we neglect this minus 1, it is a small constant. So if we neglect this one, we are having it is approximately equal to E and E. So this is for a normal graph. So that is, we go of number of edges into number of vertices. Suppose we are having a complete graph. So what do you mean by a complete graph? Complete graph means there is an edge. So there is an edge from a vertex to all other vertices. 1 is connected to all other, 2 is connected to all other, 3 is connected to all other. So that is called as a complete graph, which is having the edges from itself to all other vertices. In those cases, so total number of edges will be considered as n, and total number of vertices also will be considered as n. So that time how many edges we will be having? Totally we will be having n into n minus 1 divided by 2 edges will be having, and n vertices will be having. So this will become n square into n. So total it is n cube. So when we are having a complete graph, the time complexity is n cube. And if we are having a normal graph which is connected, directed but not complete, that time we will be having number of edges into number of vertices. So number of edges is n, vertices is also n, n into n, n square. So for a complete graph it is big of n cube, and for a normal regular connected graph it is n cube. So this is the time complexity of this Bellman-Ford's algorithm. So next we are going to see what is the disadvantage of this Bellman-Ford's algorithm. Consider this graph here. Okay, so when you are considering this graph, if we are, how many vertices are here? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So how many times we are going to relax here? 3 times relaxations should be done. So now after, in this graph, same way how we were relaxing the previously, we have seen how to relax, no? The previous graph I have explained you. Same way I have written the explanation also here. So same way if we relax here, after 3 times also this will reduce. See, for relaxation 1, relaxation 2 and relaxation 3 is done here. So for the 4th relaxation, actually for 4th there should be no reduction in the distance here. So now let us see here. So for 3rd relaxation, for 1 to 2, so edges given here are 1 to 2 we are having 4. So let me write here. So 1 to 2 we are having 4. Next 3 to 2, so we will be relaxed it to minus 2, and 4 to 3 we will be relaxing it to 8, and 1 to 4 we will be relaxing it to 5. So these are the values we have got after doing the n minus 1 number of times relaxation. So at the 4th time also, after the relaxation also, if we go on relaxing this one, so what will happen? If we add that edge here and if we relax here, it goes on reducing again even after the 4th relaxation also. But that should not happen, is it not? So after the 4th relaxation also, it should not go on reducing here. So if it does like this, then we are not getting the correct results. Then how can we find out? So we can find out that here, if in a graph there is a negative cycle, there is the negative cycle. So now see here, from 2 to 4, 4 to 3 and 3 to 2. So 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus of minus 10 means 8 minus 10. So what is 8 minus 10? We are getting minus 2. So if there exists a cycle of negative length, then Bellman-Ford algorithm does not give the correct results. Okay, so if there exists a cycle of length sum of negative integer, then Bellman-Ford algorithm does not give the correct results. So this is the disadvantage of Bellman-Ford. Hope all of you have understood this. Thank you.